Additional $12 an hour bonus. There's a new stimulus proposal on the table that would essentially give every essential worker a $12 an hour bonus. In this video, we're gonna go and break down and give you the latest update as how this stimulus proposal will work, and I'll provide my commentary and opinion as to how this proposal might actually have a shot. Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Sam Kwok here, one of the Kwok brothers, coming back to you with another update on a stimulus proposal that's on the table that would essentially give all essential workers a $12 an hour bonus. Now, before we get into the breakdown of this new stimulus, be sure to subscribe to our channel if you want more updates and latest information about stimulus bills, SBA programs, as well as investing in real estate. Over the last few weeks, we've seen so many stimulus bills and proposals being introduced on Senate and House level, and here we are, we're seeing a new stimulus being introduced from the Senate side. This new stimulus proposal is called the Patriot Pay. The general premise of this stimulus is essentially that all essential workers will now essentially get a $12 an hour bonus. So for example, if an essential worker is getting paid $10 an hour to work, this proposal will essentially lump an additional $12 an hour, totaling $22 an hour of a pay under this stimulus proposal. And the definition of the essential worker could essentially mean, but not limited to, healthcare professionals, transportation workers, food providers, essential services that relates to the coronavirus pandemic. So anyone that's working right now at a grocery store, in a hospital, emergency services, transportation, they can all potentially qualify for the Patriot Pay bonus checks. Pretty much any essential workers that are getting paid less than $90,000 will get some sort of bonus through this Patriot Pay Act. And obviously the purpose of this new stimulus is to help the frontline workers, the essential workers that are putting themselves in a danger in the midst of the coronavirus, and they're still working to help the Americans and have a somewhat of a sustaining economy despite the fact that the economy is taking a major dump. So how exactly will this new stimulus proposal work? So let's go directly to the source, the proposal of all this, created by Senator Mitt Romney. It says for essential employees that make less than $50,000 annualized, employers would receive a 75% refundable payroll tax credit for a bonus up to $12 an hour. So what that basically means is that the government's gonna foot the bill for $9 an hour and the employer has to foot the bill for $3 an hour. So remember how we talked about the $12 bonus? Well, an essential worker that's making $10 an hour will still get the $10 an hour, but the employer will then foot the $3 an hour bill. The government's gonna step in and say, hey, we're gonna cover the $9 an hour for you as a tax credit. So essentially, this gives the employers the incentive to give the essential worker a raise so that the government can also step in and give a good chunk of the bonus, 75% of the $12 an hour essentially. Therefore, the true benefactor of this new stimulus proposal are the essential workers who absolutely deserve the raise. Furthermore, it says for essential employees making over $50,000 annualized, the tax credit phases out by $24 for every additional $500 in income until annualized income hits $90,000. So if you're making between $50,000 and $90,000, there's a little bit of phase out, but it's still a little bit of bonus that the employees will get from this new stimulus proposal. And of course, there's a maximum cap to this. It says the maximum tax credit is $1,440 per month per employee, meaning a full-time worker would receive up to $1,920 monthly bonus. For many essential workers, that could be their utility payment, that could be rent, that could be their car payment. So this definitely does support the essential workers with this new stimulus. Now the question remains, which employers would qualify for this new stimulus? The proposal says Congress and the Department of Labor would designate critical industries including, but not limited to, hospitals, food distributors and processors, and health manufacturers. So those types of organizations like hospitals, grocery stores, certain restaurants may qualify for this stimulus bill. Eligible employers will certify that an employee worked in conditions that increase their potential COVID-19 exposures. So obviously people that work in hospitals definitely have more exposure to the COVID-19 virus, but that also includes people who work at grocery stores as well. What I would also like to see is that this bill also covers individuals that do food delivery service such as Uber Eats, DoorDash, Grubhub, all these individuals that deliver food to individuals. I would also like to see this bill cover those individuals as well. And if you agree, go and smash the like button because I certainly would like to see our drivers and food delivery service being protected and being compensated for throwing themselves out to the risk and being exposed to coronavirus. Also, under the eligible employer qualification, eligible employers will qualify for tax credits for employees' bonuses provided between May 1st and July 31st, 2020. Employees must work at least 100 hours each month they receive the bonus for their wages to be eligible for the tax credits. So basically, the employee has to work at least 100 hours in a given month to be qualified under this new stimulus bill. Now, the question remains, what exact mechanism will the government use to compensate the employers to do this? Well, under the proposal, it says employers will submit a streamlined claim to the IRS using the recently created system that already advances the paid leave tax credit. So essentially, it's using the already created infrastructure with the IRS to essentially provide an advance to the employers for giving such bonuses to the employees. Furthermore, it says the Congress should also provide the IRS the authority to partner with payroll companies who may be able to quickly advance the credit. So I could definitely relate to what the proposal is saying. Here in the Quack Brothers, we pay our employees through our online payroll servicing companies, and all we have to do is just click on the button to issue out the payments to our employees. And at the same time, I would often see how much taxes I'm paying for payroll costs. As an employer, if I can see an immediate savings as well as tax credit when I'm paying my employee, that would definitely give me the incentive to go and immediately give the employee a raise so that I don't have to wait till next year to receive a tax credit. Overall, here are my thoughts. I love it. And the reason why I love this new stimulus is that it would essentially award and give bonuses to essential workers who absolutely need it and they're exposed to the coronavirus. And at the same time, it incentivizes employers to pay more for their workers. What I would relate the stimulus bill to is like a protein shake. Like you're working out and you need that extra boost. And here comes a new stimulus proposal to enhance my workout by providing additional supplement to the employers and providing more pay for the essential workers. And I know what you're thinking. Sam, you don't work out. You don't know what you're talking about, but I do. In all seriousness, I think this is a better shot than any other proposals that are on the table, mainly because it's not an outlandish or far-fetched proposal, but it's a proposal that addresses an immediate need. As a way to wrap up this video, I'd like to formally thank all my essential workers out there, people working in grocery stores, hospitals, certain restaurants, transportation worker. I want to thank you for what you do because you expose yourself to dangers so that the rest of us can have somewhat of a normal life and we can still go and get groceries, get food, and get things done that are necessary. And as always, if you guys want me to continue making videos to update you guys on the latest stimulus bills, proposals, SBA programs, as well as learning how to invest in real estate, be sure to subscribe to our channel and go and check out some of the other videos that I have about the latest updates as well as stimulus programs that are coming out.